Hello guys and welcome to Prehistoric Kingdom. As you guys know, in our previous video, we finished the left side of the park, where we finished it by making and decorating the Acrocanthosaurus exhibit, and now I've decided to start making the right side, and on the end the middle. Oh, but let's not think too far. I actually was really upset about the footage that I lost in the previous video, since that was about placing to dinosaur kinds and making and decorating the Acrocanthosaurus exhibit, and the acro was not only the end of the right side, it was also my best decorating I've ever done, and it was our first big predator. So I was really upset that I lost the footage and wasn't really in the mood of making another video, but after a while I still wanted to, and I have no regrets since I probably made my best decorated exhibit yet and placed the second big predator, with also some decoration that I really liked. I really started the left side good in my opinion. I don't want to spoil a lot, so I'm not gonna tell the names of the dinosaurs/mammals that I placed to date. I really do like making this content since I was a big dino nerd and fan since my childhood. And a game like this really is a dream come true. I can't believe that this is only the early access, and that there will be 50 species instead of 23. I have no regrets in buying this since it costed €25 instead of 35 that I wanted to spend on Jurassic World Evolution 2, with the Dominion DLC and Feathered Species pack. Believe me, I am no hater. I've played Jurassic World Evolution since it came out, and I still play it a lot, but I had it on PS4. And the reason I wanted to buy it on PC is cause it could be on max settings everything, and I would be able to use all building instead of one that I have to choose. And since I was a big fan of the Jurassic franchise since my childhood, but I've seen a bit of Prehistoric Kingdom, and I didn't want to buy it cause it had less dinosaurs and it had full customization, and I couldn't build that good, since I also played Planet Zoo, which is very similar. But after a while I decided Prehistoric Kingdom since it had a lot more to it and maybe I could learn how to build. Also, it had more realism to it, and they used the scientifically accurate models for the dinos, which meant a lot to me. And after all, Prehistoric Kingdom has better patterns and variations to the dinos, and female and male were a bit different since it is scientifically accurate. But when I started the game, it instantly gave me the skill to actually decorate the park and exhibits, and after a bit of playing I realized how much better I think it is than Jurassic World Evolution 2. Also remember that the game is only early access too. So now I'm gonna tell the negative things about both games, and then the positives. So let's start off with Jurassic World Evolution 2. It has a lot to it which is good, but also makes it almost unplayable for PS4, and let's not forget about what they exclude. And the game has almost no decorations at all, like you can make if Infinity Parks, but there will be a lot, and I mean a lot.
Oh boy, that's a big kitty. More commonly known as the saber-toothed tiger, Smilodon makes for a formidable predator. Many of its fossils have been excavated in tar pits, with the most prolific site being La Brea in Los Angeles, California. More than a staggering 166,000 specimens of Smilodon have been found in these sediments alone. What may have been terrible death traps in the past make for great opportunities in the present as we bring this carnivore back to life.
That will still look the same. It has only 2 POS variants, and almost no decorations for the shops. It also has a gigantic limit about customizing the terrain. The cages also look the same, and there are almost no decorations for the game. The animations almost don't add up at all, and all the buildings look the same except like 4 or 5 look different if you use Jurassic Park or World or that other one, and let's not forget the absurd price if you want the other 2. Also, the game has a bad weather and time customization, and you cannot really have big difference between biomes if you want to make them. The aviary isn't really that cool, and it had big expectation, When people saw the trailer and the flying dinos in this game are just kinda boring. And let's not forget the lagoons. The lagoons have almost no decoration, and if there were they would be useless cause you can't see anything in the lagoons. Also, it had even bigger expectations since it was the last kind of dino left. The water dinos were also boring and the inside of the lagoons looked terrible. Also, the lagoons have terrible shapes and you can't kinda change the terrain in it. Also, they didn't even try to make a good way to see the underwater dinos. And let's end it with DLCs. The DLC like early Cretaceous and late Cretaceous are kinda overpriced, like it should be at least €5 or a bit more. The only really small DLC that is worth the €8 is the Feathered Species pack. Also, let's not forget the Camp Cretaceous pack. It was 15 goddamn euros. It is probably the worst DLC I've ever seen. With that price it wasn't even like the Damian or some. It was like the others but worse and overpriced. It only had 2 dinos. Monolophosaurus, which is okay, and the Scorpios, which is cool, but you don't use it in your parks. Or at least I hope so, and the other things in the DLC are dumb variant. And kinda cool skins like with the Para and Baryonyx, but no one uses the other. And Bumpy was just changed to green. They could add so much like new buildings like the treehouse, the Spino skin, and a lot more. Now let's talk about the Biosyn expansion pack. It had a lot and it was nice, but they just wanted more money, so they split the Dominion movie into DLC, and if I gotta be honest, both. The DLC should have been one DLC for €20 or 25, but not 40 if you want both of them. The Bison one was cool, but it should have been €15 at most. The Giga was only a resk and the Quetz was cool, but like not €20. And I don't even want to talk about the Malta one. It was overpriced again. The 3 maps were kinda cool. The Lagoon one was to smell, and it wasn't that cool as expected. And the dinos were boring. It was only for the Atrociraptor and the Carno and Aloe skin. It should have been €12 at most. And let's wrap it up with saying that they keep making DLCs with pretty good updates, but the Dominion DLC should have been a free update since it was about the movie. The latest one, which is definitely my second favorite, the Feathered Species pack, is gonna be in the positive side of my opinion, so we're not talking about it now. Now we're gonna talk about the negatives in Prehistoric Kingdom. Now before I say anything, just know that the game is only early access, so I'm not gonna name these the negatives, but future updates Prehistoric Kingdom could eventually do. Now let's start with the most basic one, glitches and bugs. The game can glitch sometimes, but what I hate is that some dinos just walk out of their exhibits without me knowing. Also, I hope they are gonna add dinosaurs escapes, like dinos hunting for people, and that they are gonna add preys like the goat in Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2. And that's actually all now, which is very surprising for early access game. Now let's talk about the positives in Jurassic World Evolution 2. The game has good updates like the new attractions and slow motion, but square maps is purely stolen from Prehistoric Kingdom also. The game has cool movie references and I like that. The dinos can interact with each other while eating and their basic animation. Also, they may have their own models for dinos, but some are pretty cool like the Rex, the Spino, the Raptor, and some more. Now let's wrap it up with the Feathered Species DLC, which okay, I do agree that the Jahalopterus is cute. And it's nice that they added insects, but no one will ever use him again, maybe like sometimes. But yeah, but that's the only bad dino, which is really surprising. For a Jurassic World Evolution DLC, Sinosauropteryx is the cutest dino in the game, and it has a well-made tail. Dinochirus is like a funny duck, looks amazing, and it has good animations. The Uteranus is the main star of DLC. Also is really cool with good models, good skins, good animations. It's just worth the €8. Now I'm not gonna talk about the positives of Prehistoric Kingdom since it will probably be in a part video. But anyways guys, don't forget to leave a like since our goal is for likes, and you can also dislike if you watch my video and didn't like it at all. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I just want to mention that this is what I mean by my best decorated exhibit.
Now this is an interesting fellow. This dinosaur is called Dinoceras, a name meaning horrible hand. First discovered as a giant pair of arms, we now know that Dinoceras resembled a huge humpbacked goose roaming the marshy wetlands of prehistoric Mongolia. Although it may look intimidating, this animal's diet primarily consisted of fish and plants. A real connoisseur, don't you think? yes, the torvosaurus, an apex predator of the Jurassic. Its sleek profile made it a formidable foe for even the biggest of prey items. If you want my advice, it's best observed from a safe distance. As it turns out, there were many apex predators in the Jurassic living alongside Torvosaurus. With so many large carnivores in one area competing for the same food, different species must have specialized in different prey.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes.
So yeah guys, I hope my review on both games will help you a lot with deciding which one you want to buy. And I hope you guys liked the video, and that you liked the beginning of the left side, and like always, see you in the next video. Bye.